another study I conducted about the CEO's communication style and channels and how that influence employee engagement. Through an online survey of 545 employees who work for a variety of medium-sized and large corporations in the US across 18 sectors, and the results show that those responsive CEOs are perceived as better communicators than assertive CEOs. So the two leadership communication styles I looked at here, responsive CEO communication is characterized by being friendly, sincere, compassionate, empathetic, showing willingness to listen, and show real interest in employees. And assertive CEO communication, on the other hand, is more controlling, dominant, forceful, competitive, and the results show that a responsive CEO communication is more engaging than assertive CEO communication. And also another finding is better CEO communication leads to better employee engagement. So when the CEOs are rated as better communicators, and then the employees trust the organization more, and they tend to be more engaged. Regarding the CEO's communication channels, and the results show that the CEO's face-to-face communication is more engaging than other channels, and also visual storytelling matters, like streamlined videos or posting videos through social channels of CEOs, because being able to see makes all the difference. And another interesting finding is that social CEOs are perceived as better communicators. So that means those CEOs who are more actively on social media, who more actively use social media to communicate with their employees, are perceived as better communicators. But actually, this finding is kind of consistent with Weber-Shavic's their social CEO study. So their study showed that among those Fortune 50 companies, 80% of the CEOs are social these days, and the number surged 122% since 2010. So why social CEOs are perceived as better communicators? Think about the characteristic of social media, which is more two-way, interactive, democratic, engaging, and conversational. So it allows the CEO to engage in the direct conversation with the lower level employees, which kind of blur the communication hierarchy. And also the employees the CEOs, they can communicate in a more personal way. So they will come into life as a real person, so their communication is perceived as more personal, authentic, and engaging. So some quick implications for practices here. So what do these findings mean? First of all, for top leaders, it's important for them to build their thought leadership and leadership credibility, because that matters for employee engagement. And also important for them to recognize their internal communication role. They're not only the top leader in the organization, they are also the most powerful communicator in the organization. And also to communicate a compelling vision, talk about the strategies, and develop more personalized, responsive communication style, and also embrace the new technologies to really talk with employees instead of talking to them. And for communication managers, it's important for them to equip the top leaders with the PR mindset, and more importantly, to provide the CEO communication training on what, how, and when to communicate with employees. So another aspect of leadership very quickly is supervisory leadership. So we know that supervisors, they interact with employees on a day-to-day basis. They are actually perceived as the most trustworthy source of information for employees. So people say that employees join the company, but they leave their managers. So how they are treated by their managers, their direct managers, can influence how they perceive the company. And there's also research showing that the supervisor's leadership communication actually matters more for employee engagement than corporate internal communication.